Hello, I'm Guy Della, and I'm a part-time library assistant here at the Lake Hiawatha Library. I'm also a full-time social studies teacher at a public high school in New Jersey. Thank you for joining me today on this second episode of Discovering Parsippany's History. Today's episode is going to delve into the mystery of Lake Hiawatha. Where is the lake? Was there ever a lake? Well, this video has special significance to me because I grew up on this side of town in Lake Hiawatha, and doing research on this was really a lot of fun and eye-opening for me in some ways. So I hope you enjoy this video as much as I did making it. Thank you. Ah, beautiful Lake Hiawatha, with its vibrant downtown and diverse community, restaurants and shops, an amazing library with a friendly staff, all within walking distance for most residents. All Lake Hiawatha seems to be missing is a lake. Our story begins at a time before World War II. A majority of citizens lived in increasingly crowded cities. Suburbs were far and few between, but large, seemingly limitless expanses of land seemed to exist in the New Jersey countryside. New Jersey, known for its fertile grounds and plentiful water supply, became the home of numerous lake communities built for city residents to enjoy a relaxing place away from the hustle and bustle of city life. Many lake communities were built around man-made or expanded lakes. Lake Hopatcong was the largest and most well-known.
And unspoiled nature. Sandy shorelines offer pleasant hours to relax in the sun, while nature paints you a healthy tropical tan.
Parsippany became home to 6 lake communities: Lake Parsippany, Rainbow Lakes, Lake Intervale, Manor Lake, and of course, Lake Hiawatha. There was also the summer community of Mount Tabor, which has Tabor Lake, but it is known more for its history as a Methodist church summer campground. Each of the communities I mentioned have their own unique stories and could easily be the topic of their own videos. The area that became known as Lake Hiawatha was home to farms and became a Jewish summer community around the turn of the 20th century. In 1930, just 1 year after the Great Depression, land developer Benjamin J. Klein bought a farm owned by Phineas Farland and land in the northeastern section of Lake Hiawatha to develop a summer resort community. In 1930, Parsippany was still a farming community with a small population which didn't suffer from the effects of the Depression as much as larger urban areas to its east. Still, enough middle-class families from New York City and Newark were able to muster up enough funds to spend summers in Parsippany and other lake communities throughout New Jersey. Benjamin Klein wanted his summer community to have a lake, and the Rockaway River, which flowed through his newly acquired property, was the perfect place to build one. A dam was built across the river near the location of the present-day Lake Hiawatha Swim Club. The river was widened about 200 feet, creating, according to one person, more of a swimming pool than a lake. Despite Lake Hiawatha's small size, vacationers and residents could enjoy boating, swimming, and fishing. A clubhouse was built near the lake, and housing was quickly erected. By 1932, 100 homes were erected in Lake Hiawatha. Did you ever notice how small the houses in lower Lake Hiawatha are? That is because they were originally constructed as summer bungalows. A bungalow is a small home, often built as a secondary summer residence. Land was cheap and plentiful in Lake Hiawatha, with building lots starting at $5 down. The lots were small, however, requiring the purchase of 2 to build a bungalow. The summer community thrived and continued to expand. In 1935, the Lake Hiawatha Library Association was formed by summer residents who wanted library services just like they had back in the cities. That same year, the Lake Hiawatha Volunteer Fire Association formed, and a firehouse was constructed on land donated by the town's patriarch, Benjamin Klein. The current Lake Hiawatha Firehouse is built on the same spot. Like today, flooding was an issue in lower Lake Hiawatha. In 1945, a large flood ruined the beach at Lake Hiawatha and ravaged the nearby athletic courts. The area was not repaired until 1949, most likely due to material shortages that resulted from World War II. After World War II, housing outside of the cities was in high demand. Returning soldiers and their families moved to the suburbs in record numbers. Many towns couldn't build infrastructure and homes fast enough. Parsippany, which has easy access to New York City, Newark, Jersey City, and Paterson, fast developed from a farming community and summer getaway to a residential and commercial hub. Summer homes in Lake Hiawatha could be purchased for $6,000 to $8,000 and converted into year-round homes at little expense. As the community grew, the summer residents moved away or moved to Lake Hiawatha permanently. Schools were needed for growing families whose children would be known as the baby boomers. The Lake Hiawatha School was completed in 1952 with another 17 classrooms added in 1959. Eventually, the small lake was no longer drawing summer crowds, and the continued upkeep of the flood-prone lake was just too much to maintain. Land around the lake was filled, and the Lake Hiawatha Country Club, now known as the Lake Hiawatha Swim Club, was built near the location of the old lake. Little remains of the lake today. We can still see where the lake was on Google Earth, where the Rockaway River still bulges out near the swim club. If you look around Lake Hiawatha, you can still see the remnants of the old summer community, from the bungalow homes to the vibrant downtown area that developed along North Beverwick Road. In other places, only the ghosts of buildings past remain. For example, this Chase Bank was the location of the Lake Hiawatha Clubhouse, seen here in these historic photos. Thank you for watching. I hope you learned a little bit about Parsippany's history and that this video encourages you to look for pieces of history that exist all around you. While Parsippany is no longer a summer destination, there are still vibrant summer lake communities that exist in New Jersey today. For example, the town of Vernon, New Jersey, home of Mountain Creek, is still home to many summer-only residents who travel from city areas to enjoy Vernon's many lakes. If you get a chance, take a ride to Vernon and get a taste of what Parsippany once looked like. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more, please let us know in the comments. Thank you for watching.